Hello, I'm James with the Brains Report, and today we are going to be reviewing the iRobot Roomba S9 robot vacuum. It's actually the S9 Plus. If it was just the vacuum, it would be the S9. Since it comes with a dirt disposal system, it's called the S9 Plus. Anyway, before we get into it, I want to ask you to please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're working on getting up to 1,000 subscribers. That will allow us to monetize the channel and to make some money off it, and therefore we can make more and better videos to help serve you and help you to make better buying decisions. I also wanted to add that once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to donate $100 to the Equal Justice Initiative. It's a cause that means a lot to me. If you've seen the movie Just Mercy or read the book, you'll know all about it. And once we hit 1,000 subscribers and can monetize the channel, I'm going to be donating a portion of any money that I make to social causes that I think are important to making the world a better place. So basically, just by subscribing and watching our videos, you will be making the world a better place and be making better buying decisions. So it's a little synergy there. So I'm in the series of reviewing a bunch of robotic vacuums. I have tested dozens of them, and I have written about them for major publications. And this is one of the best. It's the S9 Plus, and when I test vacuums, I put them through a battery of tests, and then I come up with a score of how good it is. And the S9 Plus was one of 4 vacuums to achieve the top score. And yeah, it's the highest end vacuum that you can get from one of the best names out there, Roomba. So let's get into it a little bit. First, I want to show you what comes with this. This is the box. Kind of, what is it showing there? Okay, it shows you how the automatic dirt disposal clean base works. It sucks the dust out of the robot vacuum's dustbin. The base actually has its own vacuum, so you're kind of getting 2 vacuums. It sucks it out and puts it into the dirt disposal bag here. And then once the dirt disposal bag fills up, what the heck, I'll just show you how it works here. This is where the dust comes out of. Wow, this is a mess. I have put a lot of time into this vacuum. I've had it for, gosh, probably about a year now, and use it on a daily basis. Probably time for me to replace these main brushes. And as you can see, something's stuck in it, but that has not caused it to slow down at all. Kind of interesting. But anyway, the dust is sucked up through a hole right there, and then it's collected in the, whoops, well, I don't know how well I can show it to you here, but it's sucked up, and you can kind of see a dust bag here that I should probably replace by now. I've been using it for several months and have not replaced the dirt disposal bag. You're supposed to replace it when it tells you to every month or 2. But I'm kind of a lazy boy in that department. When it does come time to replace it, you just lift it out like that. I'm going to replace it right now. This baby is full of crap. It makes it so that none of it comes out. It's got special allergen lock system so that the debris doesn't come loose. That's kind of cool. And fortunately, where are the extras? Fortunately, it comes with a few extra filters, which I have replaced. These ones are dirty and kind of old. It comes with an extra side brush, another thing that I have used. And here's the extra dirt disposal bag. Once you use them all, you can easily buy more of them through the app. So we're going to go ahead and try to install this. Let's see here. Okay, it goes back. And then we put it in. Just slides in easily. There we go. And I think we move it forward so it's locked in place, and easy enough. Most robotic vacuums that don't have an auto empty station, you have to like check the dustbin every day or so and empty it yourself by hand, which can be a messy endeavor. This one is kind of nice in that you just take it out of the top, but you don't need to. It does it all for you. Okay. Now, I think I'll show you the app right now. The iRobot app is one of my favorite apps. Let's see if we can hold this up for you to see easily. Hopefully there isn't any glare there, or at least not too much. This is the app. I've named mine the Suckinator. You can come up with clever names. I've never been known for my cleverness. We're gonna... well, first let's look at some of the settings. You can choose it to make a sound or not when it changes its settings. One of the things I like is the cleaning preferences. You can choose detailed clean, quiet clean, and you can decide whether you want it to keep cleaning when it's full, when the dustbin is full, or if you want it to not clean and to go back to this charging dock and empty out and start again in a little bit. Right now I want to show you how to schedule it. Before that, actually, let me show you. You can create a map of multiple floors of your home. I've done that. Let's just... so this is my second floor, and you can see that I set a no-go zone. You can set no-go zones in the app. Pretty neat stuff. Pretty nifty. The only issue I don't like with that is it... let's see, let's go back. Only thing I don't like is it takes several runs before you're able to actually create a map. So I think last time it took 4 cleaning cycles of the robotic vacuum before I was able to actually map my floor and I could create the map. There's scheduling. There we go. We're just going to edit this one, and we're going to have it go in a couple minutes here. So we'll go 1 p.m. about 39. Okay. And wait. Oh, I screwed up. I forgot to save the changes. So I'll go ahead and do it again, because I don't like things to be too easy for me. Okay. I set the time, and we'll save the changes now. And I made a little ding sound to let us know that I said it. So in a few minutes it will start to drown out my talking. Before that happens, let me talk about how well this performed in the tests. It did excellent on hardwood. It was one of the best on hardwood. It did good on carpeting, and it also did good at not getting stuck. However, it did do terrible in the corners. So to test out how it does on different surfaces, I take a tablespoon of flour, kitty litter, and coffee grounds and put it on 18-inch squares on carpeting and hardwood. I also set out a bunch of pet hair to see how it does with that. And then I let the vacuum run for 2 full cleaning cycles. And I compare before and after pictures of how well it did cleaning and determine what percentage was left. So on hardwood, it got all of the pet hair, all the coffee grounds, and all of the kitty litter, and there was just a trace amount of the flour left over. On carpeting, it didn't do as well. It got all of the coffee grounds and all of the pet hair, but there was still about 10% of the flour left and 5% of the kitty litter. Not bad, but yeah, pretty good. On the corners, I put a teaspoon of flour coming out about 4 inches from the very corner. I just kind of covered the corner there with the teaspoon of flour. And that shows me how close the vacuum gets, and it's easy to see how much it picked up. On both corners, it came within 1.5 inches of the corner. And you can hear it starting now. You can hear it's a little bit loud. I'm going to stop it though. So on both surfaces, it came within 1.5 inches of the corner, and which is pretty good. The problem is, so it picked up 85% of the flour on hardwood, but it only picked up 30% of the flour on the carpeted corner, which is not very good. It has the highest suction power of any Roomba, according to Roomba. And they don't give exact numbers for the pascals, but they do tell you that it's the suction's 4 times more powerful than its second most powerful vacuum, the i7 Plus, which I've also reviewed, and I'll leave a note to that, or I'll leave a link to that video review in the description below. So it's one of the loudest. With powerful suction, you typically get a louder vacuum. To test the loudness, I use a sound meter, and I hold it about 12 inches from the vacuum while it's cleaning on different modes. While it was cleaning on its highest mode, it had the highest I've registered of any vacuum, 77 decibels, which is a little bit quieter than a busy city street. But on the quiet mode, it was still at 64 decibels, which is louder than a normal conversation. So basically, you don't want this running in a room where you're trying to watch things or talk to someone. But in general, you should not run a vacuum in a room that you're in, because it can resuspend particles and debris, which you could potentially breathe, and that's no good. So run it when you're out of the room. Great thing about being able to schedule it is that that's easy to do. Also wanted to point out the interesting D shape here. This is supposed to build upon Roomba's previous best vacuum, the i7 Plus. And the i7 Plus was round. They made this D-shaped and kind of moved the main brushes forward and made them extra long. They were trying to make this so it would do a good job of cleaning corners. And I found the i7 Plus is still better at corners. This is the better overall vacuum, but yeah. I do like that it's got these extra long main brushes, and it's got the double brushes, which make it so it can easily clean up things on the first pass. That's pretty great. And the main brushes are kind of a consumable that you'll want to replace over time. I've used the crap out of these ones, and should probably replace them, but yeah. Oh, I also wanted to point out that it's kind of it's not too wide of a vacuum. It's only about 3.5 inches tall. If you have low clearance furniture, go ahead and measure it to see if this will fit under it, and if it doesn't, you can maybe find ones that are about 2 3/4 inches thick, but you're not going to find much thinner than that. You may want to just give up on cleaning it with a robotic vacuum and use a handheld once in a while. So yeah, that kind of sums it up. I think I covered everything there. Do I recommend this? It's one of the top performers. I really like the automatic disposal base. But this currently costs $900 on Amazon. That's supposed to be for a limited time. I think its MSRP is well over $1,000. I feel like it's going to stay at that 900 mark. I can't see many people buying it at a higher price. I think it'll be at 900 and maybe come down a little bit over time. So keep an eye on that. That said, with it being so expensive, I only recommend this to people who can afford it and want the best of the best. But there are many vacuums that come close to achieving the same performance and features that cost $600 or less. For example, the i7 Plus, I think dollar for dollar, I'd still recommend the i7 Plus, but if money is no object, then go ahead and get the S9 Plus. I feel like they're phasing out the i7 Plus, so yeah. But yeah, hopefully that's as clear as muddy water. I'm going to end it at that. As always, if you ever have any questions or comments, I read the comments every 24 hours at least, so I should be able to get back to you quickly. And as always, please subscribe. In the meantime, take care of each other.